What's going on, you guys? One of the things I'd like to do is talk about different things, one on one, you and me, every week. I want to come up with like 5 things. I don't want this long. Just something for you to think about when you're driving or interacting with others. Yeah, so I'm just going to jump right into it and thank you for the support. 1. Creating an idea of someone will lead you to only disappointment and possibly a loss in relationships. Putting people on pillars. So we always cognitively gain these expectations of people like, oh, this person would do this or this person would never do this. I think it's very easy to put an idea within our heads of who people are and not allowing people to just think for themselves. One way we could get past this is opening up communication more. Instead of assuming, ask them, get their insight. And you may learn more about who's around you than you think. 2. If someone tells you to be realistic, they either A, want you to settle for whatever reason, or B, because they are unwilling to put the work in at this time of their lives. Worst thing, right there. I'm going to sound mean, but it is what it is. Never tell someone to be realistic. Never tell someone, oh, you shouldn't do that, you should do this instead. Why would you ever do that? I cannot tell you how many times the entire world doubted me. It's like getting 0 views on an Instagram post or a Facebook post. I've had no one back me before. And there's probably some people who's even backing me from doing this, but I'm not taking the be realistic approach. I'm going to do this. I'm going to share wisdom because wisdom is not what you do. I heard this on a podcast today. Wisdom is not the actions you do, though it is the actions that you don't do. And sometimes we may want to do something that is not for our own benefit and could even be toxic. And we need to be able to take a step back and consider, should I do this or should I not do this? That came from Modern Wisdom, Dry Keek Dwayne. I'm going to say another thing from him, but a little further on, because I can really relate to it. Number 3. I am not saying you have to be as hard as David Goggins, though don't lie to yourself, nor make excuses either. It's one thing to lie to others, it's another thing to lie to yourself. If you don't want to do something, just don't. I know from one of the other things I heard from Alex Hormozy was learning how to say no to others. And if someone wants to invite you out, hey, you want to go to a party? You don't have to make an excuse. Just say no. You finally have a free day and someone wants it, just say no. Someone wants your time and you really don't want to give it, just say no. It's not rude to put your own feelings first at times. Anyways, yeah, that also is a matter of if you actually want a career. Going back to don't lie to yourself. You have to put the work in. But don't say, oh, I wasn't able to go for a run because it was too cold or too hot outside, even though you're trying to become a police officer. Or I didn't have time to record because I just wasn't going to be able to be my best self. There's things you could do to get your nervous system going, get your dopamine going, getting in a cold shower and waking yourself up. I mean, there are always things you could do, but if you don't want to do it, just say no. And that does relate to the other one. Don't make excuses, though. The fourth one, I'm going to go a little deeper. Personal chronic pain does come with a massive amount of negativity. Bring the negativity to your deathbed. Don't pass it down to your kids. I'm going to say this again. Bring the negativity to your deathbed from chronic pain, from illness that has occurred in your life, but do not bring it to your kids. Do not pass it down to your kids. It's a matter of, personally myself, both of my ankles are blown out. It hurts to walk. It hurts to stand. I used to run, and I can no longer run because my percentage of breaking my ankles is too high of a chance to throw away a possibility of providing for my kids just to go for a run. So there's things I do make up for it, though I don't take the chance of neglecting my responsibilities because of it. I was in therapy for over 2 years. I lost my military career because of this. Though, I cannot tell you how many times my kids had to bear my negativity because of it. We need to work on not passing down trauma to our future generations. It's as simple as that. I'm working on it. I am not perfect. That is why I want to talk to people. I want to gain wisdom from other people. Though, I want my personal experiences to not die with me. Instead, I want my personal experiences, my troubles, my trauma, my negative interactions I've had in my life, I want it to be a learning experience for other people. So, that one did not come from anyone else besides me. It is very personal. I'm going to say it one more time. Personal chronic pain does come with negativity. Though, bring the negativity to your deathbed. Do not pass it down to your kids. Do not pass it down to your loved ones. Do not pass it down to strangers. We need to fix this world. We don't need to add to it. And the last one, just to wrap things up, came from Modern Wisdom from Dry Creek Dwayne. Sometimes a successful day is not what you have accomplished, but it is what you did not damage. Again, don't go back to making excuses why you didn't do something. Though, it is okay to say no. It is okay to say, this is not the time for me to be attempting to help others if I know I am only going to damage them. He relates it to horses. I'm going to try to say this fast. I'm going to butcher it. It is not on my notebook. But he relates it. He's a horse worker. He's a cowboy. And horses are extremely sensitive. And they sense everything. They're not predators, they're prey. We wake up and we think, what are we going to eat today? They wake up and think, I don't want to be eaten today. So they're extremely sensitive. They can sense every feeling you're having. And one of the descriptions he said was, there's times where he'd go to work on a horse and he would light a cigar and look at the horse. And after that cigar down, he'd either light another cigar or light a pipe, and then the day would go by, and then he would go home. And he did absolutely nothing. Though he never damaged the horse from his mindset he had that day. It is okay to say no. It is not okay to make excuses. Do not pass down your negativity to others. It is not their fault why your headspace stands where it is. Hope you guys had a good day. Watch the last episode I had. And please follow, like this, share it, spread the word. Thank you. Have a good one.